right here. Your best bet be ahead. Easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze, I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just flow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Giving they soldier chills, my jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Pepper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This fielded at the 2. And look at this. Right away, a loose football.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 30. 10, and he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Ready?
And to give this time to the tailback. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Go. Mike 4.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin, 46 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Hey, orbit. Ready?
1st and 10, Stick. He completes it to Henry. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll throw on 2nd down his Stick. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Stick looks to throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Like 50. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Go.
They run it with Balaj. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice, go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and goal from the 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
Break. 59, Mike. Check, 59. Go. Check, cross, 5.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Easton Stick taking it in as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 25-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
From the gun, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He's at the 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 75 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stick. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And to the third stops.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
In your face.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be fourth down. And this one is right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
This is Breida. And an alley to run. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A throw over the middle, taken in.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They go counter with Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete.
Complete to Paris Campbell. 2 yards on the play. First down, Miami.
Come on,
This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. Now Balaj. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
A gain of 19 yards.
10-2 start.
Dolphins first down.
After one, 17-7 is our score.
Let's go.
Dolphins 7.
Set. There we go. Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Who that? 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Set. 10 over. All right. Here we go. Let's go. B, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check 99. Check 99. Ready?
Now a give coming right is Breida. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed.
Yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 26-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Balaj. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Double. That's right. 54. Mike 54. Target. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Jackson from the shotgun. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Someone knew exactly first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready. Pittsburgh. Mike 5-4. I got you, punk.
And a give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, it's Russell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
54 Mike. Hey, keep him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now, it's Russell. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On the ground, this is Hill. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now, this is playoff football. I mean, what a big-time tackle. Perfectly executed with a little extra emphasis there.
And got him for a loss as well.
Ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On third down, it's Stick. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. And it's complete. Henry. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
One thing sure. Open for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Breida, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
He's going to look deep now for Land. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Hill. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now stick. And he comes back with one complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's right, guys. Get on. Check 59. Hey, Delta. 59.
On 2nd down, it's stick. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd.
Hey, Charlie.
Stick from the gun. And caught by Henry. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Sanders is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Incomplete from the contact.
The Ravens send their punter out now. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Second and a yard at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base. 59. Here we go. Ready?
Here's Stick looking to throw, and this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Kalen Ballage out of the backfield, and it's third and short.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Third down, they'll throw with Stick. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run here with Ballage. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
On 2nd and 11 now. Stick. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On the double. Mike's 59. Here we go. 2.
A shotgun throw for Stick. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Breida. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Stick back to pass. Ebron caught left side. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. The receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They still playing soccer.
Jackson down, operating from the gun. This will be caught by Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Let's go now. Come on, get it for arm. Check, walk 54, walk 54. Coming this way, coming this way.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
54. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson flush to his right. And a big one loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 9. Stick. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On the carry, it's Hill. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Right there. 54 Mike.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Got him in, it's Brown. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Come on, set. Henry. Check, 54. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Russell, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
From the gun, Jackson. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
We have seen this before. Work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll begin the drive with Burrito. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, I-7. Check. Mike, check. 59.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Burrito. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there.
Hey, team 6, get.
Looking to throw on second down. Stick. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Toss play to Balaj. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second.
Appeared to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. They'll throw on second down his stick. Complete. It's Henry. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 21. Now a give to Burrito. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority one.
Throwing on second down. Stick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be third and 5. Stick looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Landry, the intended target.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go. Hey, no. Once more. Take me to a poker. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, I'm coming up. Coming up to you. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
On second and 9, Jackson Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Ravens on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And this is caught. He hits Landry. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Come on, dude. Check. Watch twins. Be driven.
They run it with Balaj. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Push him back.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Squeeze, double. Kill. Rush in.
On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Stick. He completes it to Henry. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Again, it's Balaj, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, he scored on the ground and through the air. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a one-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily.
He's got him in. Complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 78 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A very important extra point. Taking the lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Set, ready, 8, read. Hey, wahoo! Shoot!
Stick from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Okay, ready?
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Yep.
Mike, check.
Hey, exit. Deep grip.
Now Stick. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And now it's second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. On third down, it's Stick. And Jennings has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On first down, here's Breida. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Stick. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
18 Gator. 61, match box, right. Show it up. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Go. Snap.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stick. He's got it.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run with Breida. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Watch out. Protein spill. Hey, Jet. Let's go.
They run again with Breida. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's a run with Balaj. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Cordray Tankersley on the stop defensively.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's make these babies cry.
Jackson to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
On first down, it's Russell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Cut. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. I got it. 52's a Mike. Watch Mike. Watch the twist. Boom. 56, bullet, half. Watch QB draw.
Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Ready. 15 Let's go. That's it. Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me. You're Mike 52.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Hey, defense, let's go. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Don't let him break.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they take a knee. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.